So what I drew today is starting out, this was the first card that I drew, which is the bird's nest. We'll see if my camera can focus here. There we go. It's beautiful. There we go. The bird's nest. See how beautiful the sun is shining in. The universe is shining their blessing on. We are building a new nest. We are gathering things to be able to build it. The new seeds are coming with the eclipse. We are preparing, just like this bird. She gathered up all of those twigs. She made it nice and clean for her babies where they can be nurtured. That is what we're doing for our soul. We are cleaning out, doing a deep cleanse this week and getting rid of the things that no longer serve us. We're not really doing an action. It is the waning moon, so it's the letting go or letting go of things, and we're preparing. We're preparing for next week when the new you is coming. We are additionally clearing the way. This one here, another beautiful card. There it is. Another beautiful card. Again, I love the ancientness of these cards as well. So do we have some logs in our own life? Logs in our eyes? Are we choosing to be blinded by truth? The truth is right before our eyes, but we're not seeing it. Why? Because we need to clear the way. We need to remove the splinters out of our own eyes. We need to clarify how we're viewing and remove the fear to see the truth, to see things that are maybe different than what we believed them to be. Aries is maybe triggering your ego a little bit, and we are not only going to get new seeds, but a new ego next week. So your ego is probably just fighting for the last breath of success. A lot of earthly success seen by your ego is not what your heart looks for with success. Feeling a certain way is what your heart looks for with success. And maybe that will translate into things that you own, but the things that you own do not necessarily give you joy, and you cannot take them from this world. So it's really about the relationships that we develop while we're on this earth plane, how we affect the world that we're surrounded in. And those are really big lessons once we focus on that and get out of the everyday drudgery of trying to achieve the so-called Joneses mentality. We are digging in the karmic trench, and this is another card that they keep giving back to us. So a lot of this, notice how this spread is really springtime. These three cards are really about preparing your field, preparing the nest. New things are coming. Winter is going to be over. We are preparing. This guy is preparing the field. He's digging the trench. He's cleaning the trench out. In the trenches, that's where we've been feeling like for the last few months and maybe even years. Have you been sleeping at the wheel and not really realizing or noticing where you've been going? So busy living your life. The ascent. This is the only one that I would say is a little bit different because it's not necessarily a springtime card, but it is the ascent. So it is almost over. We're going through the rough time period. We're going through that tough climb up to the top of the hill. We're almost there. You're going to get there. We're going to get there together through loving ourselves, doing what's best for ourselves, and not holding on to protection, boundaries. Those, not that you don't need to be boundaryless. So when I say freedom, it is safe and it is healthy to know who you are and have that outer realm so that you know what you're willing to do. You cannot just get rid of your boundaries, because that's where deceit, that's where abuse can happen, or manipulation towards other people, because you aren't respecting when they say no. And so you really have to know where your no's are. That's very important. But in this getting rid of things that are holding you back and getting in your way, escapism is a huge thing that especially Americans, especially the Gen Xers, since the onslaught of the computer, the Ys and Zs It's really easy to escape. I mean, we used to just escape into the book, but now we can escape almost 24/7 with our ear pods and just be in that life that we want and not interacting with the world. But we are meant to interact with each other. We're meant to be a community, people, and communal. And this is just a really beautiful reading for this week. Please be sure that you're focusing, especially over this weekend. Hopefully you did it last week too, with getting rid of things that don't serve you, getting your nest ready, clearing the road, getting your field ready, emotional. These are all emotional things, ready to plant. And I know you're tired from climbing up that hill, and you got just a little bit more work to do, and you're going to get there. This is Dina with Tarot to the Truth.